Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is March 30th, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. Donald is very angry. He is very angry today. Donald said he is very angry and pissed off at Vladimir, the leader of the bear. It says here, the bear and I are unable to make a deal on stopping the biblical war in Ukraine. And if I think it was the bear's fault, which it might not be, but if I think it was the bear's fault, I'm going to put secondary tariffs on oil, on all oil coming out of the bear country. Wow. Today is not his day. Today is not Donald Day. In a phone call interview earlier today with NBC News, Donald said that he was very angry and pissed off with Vladimir, criticizing the legitimacy of Ukrainian leader Zelensky. Now, Donald added that if the biblical war in Ukraine continues and a cease plan is not achieved, at the fault of the bear, he will impose secondary tariff on the bear oil production, placing 25% up to 50% tariffs on any country that continues to buy the oil products from the bear. Wow. All right, so we're going to get to that news. Guys, at the same time, I just post this video not too long ago. The link will be in the comments box. Persia puts 60,000 sleeping giant soldiers on notice across the Mideast. Hundreds of ballistic equipment are loaded onto launchers in all underground missile bases and are ready for launch. Alright, so this link here will also be in the comments box. So we are definitely seeing nation against nation rising in these end times, and Donald is a lot different than other leaders. Donald, well, it's not his day. And I got another video. This one, the next video that's going to be over Grand Supreme News is going to be a lot worse than this one here. Donald is really pissed off today. So he's sending a message to Persia. I mean, you wouldn't believe that message. That's going to be the next one. We're going to focus on the bear in this one. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support this channel, we do have the PayPal link and the Cash App link in the comments box and also description box. Let's see what's going on here. Look at that face. He's very, very pissed off. Man, this is an AI photo. I think I might use this for a thumbnail. Alright, so Donald furious. The man is mad. I'll tell you, he's mad with Vlad over Zelensky remarks and warns retaliation. Donald's like, he is not pleased. Please share the video, guys. Please share the video. In a surprising twist of international relations, Donald has expressed intense frustration with Vladimir following this disparaging comments Vladimir made about Ukrainian leader. Now, the news was among the first to break the story, reporting that Donald is very, very not pleased and very angry with Vladimir after the bear leader criticized Zelensky in a manner that Donald found undermining. According to their coverage, Donald's reaction suggests a shift in his typically, cordial stance against or towards Vladimir, hinting at a deeper rift between the two figures who have historically maintained a complex relationship. And guys, here's the thing: this is the first time that Donald has lashed out at Vladimir like this. I mean, he did threaten him with sanctions, but this one here takes the cake. Donald is not pleased. He's very upset with Vladimir on this one. So we are definitely seeing something shifting here which, again, just the tip of the iceberg. Mediate elaborated, further noting that Donald went so far as to warn major tariff on the bear if Vladimir actions or statements interfere with a potential cease plan in the ongoing Ukraine conflict. This escalation marks a significant departure from Donald's previous reluctance to impose harsh economic measures on the bear, signaling that his patience may be wearing off or wearing thin. Now, the outlet quoted Donald as saying he was not pleased at Vladimir's remarks, which he believes jeopardize dedicates geopolitical negotiation. The settlement was echoed by the Independents, which highlighted Donald's irritation as a possible turning point in Sleeping Giant and the Bear relationship under his influence. Now, their report emphasized Donald's call for Vladimir to stick with your allies. Hold on. So the report emphasized Donald's call for Vladimir to stick with your allies, suggesting that the former leader viewed Vladimir comments as a personal affront as much as a strategic misstep. This aligned with Donald's long-standing emphasis on loyalty in his political and diplomatic dealings. It didn't like that tone of voice there. Newsweek provided additional context, pointing out that Vladimir disparaging remarks about Zelensky came at a time when Donald has been vocal about brokering peace in the region. Like I said, I think it's time for Donald to wash his hand and say, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm done. I don't gotta give you money. You guys are just, again, wasting my time here. Europe, give back my troops. Enough is enough. We out of here. It's just a mess. This is just a complete mess. It seems like, again, these two are not serious when it comes to ending the biblical war. So the bear just, it seems like the bear just taking some more village territories out there. And Zelensky is telling Donald that he don't have to pay him back not one penny. It's just a waste of time here, guys. It is. It's a waste of time. Now it says here, the article, Donald's anger, they suggest, may reflect frustration over Vladimir complicating his self-styled role as a peacemaker. Now, the article speculated that this could lead to a more aggressive posture from Donald, including leveraging his political influence to push for punitive measures against the bear. Now, you have a post found on X corroborate this story widespread attention, with users expressing a mix of surprise and skepticism about Donald's reaction. Some halted it as a defense of Zelensky, while others questioned whether it was a genius shift or political posturing. Regardless, the intensity of Donald's response has sparked debate across social media and news platforms alike. As of now, neither Donald nor Vladimir has issued an official statement beyond the reported comments, leaving room for speculation about the next steps. What is clear, however, is that Donald Fury has injected fresh uncertainty into an already volatile international landscape with potential economic and diplomatic repercussions looming on the horizon. All right, so once again, guys, like I said, this thing is not looking good. So Donald has put a warning. Donald just sent a warning to Vladimir. Actually, a warning to the world. Anyone that buys the oil from Russia, you will be slapped with tariffs. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. I want to bring this news up. This is also very important. We are seeing a new game, a shifting of a new land for the Sleeping Giant Empire. Vladimir warns that it will be a profound mistake to dismiss Donald's push for Greenland. Vladimir made headlines with a striking statement during a speech in Murmansk, the world's largest city north of the Arctic Circle. Addressing an audience in this strategic Arctic port, Vladimir cautioned that it will be a profound mistake to dismiss Donald's persistent push to acquire Greenland. His remark, reported across multiple news outlets, shed light on the geopolitical implication of Donald's ambitions and underscored the growing importance of the Arctic. Now, guys, information is coming out that they warned Donald, you're not taking Greenland. You're not. Again, you could talk all that stuff you want. You are not going to touch Greenland. Here's another one. Greenland PM to Donald. You won't get the island. Greenland Prime Minister responded sharply to Donald's recent comments about bringing the island under the Sleeping Giant control, declaring the Sleeping Giant won't get that. The Prime Minister said, "We do not belong to anyone else. We determine our own future." Protesters gathered in Nuuk under the banner "Greenland belongs to the Greenlandic people," rejecting any outside claims. Wow. What do you guys think about that? So, according to the news, Vladimir described Donald's interest in Greenland as unsurprising given that the Sleeping Giant's long-standing fascination with the mineral-rich territory. The Sleeping Giant has seriously plans regarding Greenland, Vladimir said, as quoted by the outlet. Now, it says here, these plans have long historical roots, and it's obvious that the Sleeping Giant will continue to consistently advance its geostrategic, military, political, and economic interest in the Arctic. He emphasized that while the issue primarily concerns the Sleeping Giant in Denmark, Greenland's Soviet overseer, its ramifications extend far beyond bilateral relations. Now, Donald's fixation on Greenland is not new. So it says here, set first. Truly apologize, guys. These words got small or something. Man, I'm sorry. Since first floating the idea during his initial presidency, he has repeatedly called acquiring the autonomous Danish territory an absolute necessity for national security, a stance reiterated in recent months. You have the news reported that Vladimir comments coincided with a planned visit by US VP to Greenland on March 28, 2025, signaling a renewed American diplomatic push. The timing suggests Vladimir may be positioning the bear as a keen observer and potential player in the unfolding Arctic drama. I believe the reason why Donald wants that is to extend the empire of the Sleeping Giant. And not only that, but I do believe for military purposes. Again, we are definitely close to WW3. I believe Donald just wants to get all these land territory for protection, possibly a barrier to protect the Sleeping Giant. On top of that, Vladimir just mentioned that the island is a green, rich, rare mineral, which again, that's what everybody's going after. The Guardian provided additional context, noting that Vladimir avoided direct criticism of Donald's intentions, instead framing that the sleeping giant move as a logical extension of historical ambitions. It is a profound mistake to treat it as some preposterous talk by the new leader. He warned, per the newspaper coverage, this measured tune contrast. Give me a second here, guys. I truly apologize. I have to get closer. His words are really, really small. Give me a second. The measures tone contrasts with a sharp rebuke from Greenland and Denmark, where leaders have constantly rejected Donald over tours. Now, Greenland outgoing Prime Minister Mute recently told Reuters, "Don't keep treating us with disrespect. Enough is enough," reflecting the territory's firm opposition. Vladimir's speech also highlighted the bear-owned stakes in the Arctic, a region rich in resources and increasingly contested, and climate change and melting ice. The news reported that he underscored the escalating geopolitical competition and fighting for position in the area, position the bear as a counterweight to Western influence. While Vladimir insisted Greenland's fate has nothing to do with us, his remarks suggest Moscow is closely monitoring the situation, potentially seek to exploit any shift in power dynamic. Again, like I say, guys, I think Donald wants Greenland, military purposes, possibly place some nukes in that region, and that's really close to the bear territory. Greenland is not too far from the bear. If you look at a globe, it's not too far. In a flat map, it just doesn't look, it's not the same as a globe. All right, so it says here, reactions to Vladimir's statement have been mixed. Posts on X, as noted in current settlement, range from skepticism, seriously, how would Vladimir know, to speculation about sleeping giant and the bear alignment on Arctic matters. However, no concrete evidence support claims of coordination between the two leaders on this issue. Meanwhile, the news emphasized the broader implication, suggesting that Vlad comments could embolden Donald narrative by lending it international gravitas, even as they stop short of endorsement. All right. Once again, quick updates about Greenland. And today the Prime Minister is urging, not urging, but telling Donald, we're not for sale. You're not going to have this. And quit making us look bad, all right? You say you're going to have and there's a possibility Donald might use military force on this one. So, again, I would keep it updated when it comes to Greenland. But, again, Donald and Vladimir relation, it's not looking good. Absolutely not looking good. So, today's not Donald's day. And if I were those people, I'd stay far away from him. JD and all them people, stay far away from the Donald today. It's not his day. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will keep it updated when it comes to these nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. I do have some more videos coming up. Make sure you hit that notification bell, guys. And thank you so much for your support. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon will get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on this platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.